Hello everybody and welcome back to Jeff Plays Ace Academy. This is episode 3, where when last left off, our protagonist was about to head into the hangar and check out on I believe his gear. So let's do that without further ado. So, loading from our previous save. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and am excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and I now have access to the hangar. Awesome! Well, that certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all of the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. I don't know why, but that kind of reminds me of the DMV. Oh man, no offense to the DMV people, of course. It's just that the process seems kind of tedious, and in the end, I felt like I learned absolutely nothing from it. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon pulsating lights dot the path from my current location to the hangar. Thank God for technology once again. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway which leads into a ground space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until... there it is, boys and girls. Our gear. I am reunited with Eagle. A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way through them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during the transit. So far, so good. My gear may be bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright too. I wonder if they polished it for me or if it was always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
Hello?
Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Okay. I hadn't noticed the student besides me. His arms are folded and he's nodding and with closed eyes as if he's saying something truly deep and meaningful. Can I help you? Damn right it's something special. Shuffle away from this lunatic. Let's play along with him. Damn right it's something special. I'm glad at least someone here knows a good gear when he sees one. I also fold my arms and nod. I'm tempted to ask him to repeat himself so I can record those words of wisdom. Damn right, I think the other guys are just scared. Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
Hey there! He thrusts his hands out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. I cautiously shake his hand. Hi. I'm Jeff Gamings.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Possibly? Yeah, how did you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
That would explain the interest around my gear. I guess I didn't quite live up to their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting, though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
Smart guy. I wonder what gave me away. It couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
I? He starts comparing our heights with his hands, and is a bit disappointed to find that we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed. So, I'm assuming that this is Leonardo DiCaprio, and they're playing around with words. I've noticed that the writers of this game are really, really good with creating puns and things that are as close to the original as possible without actually sounding completely like the original, if that made any sense. But yeah, let's get away from my rambling and back to the story.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
Right. That's been on my mind since class ended. I'm not almost certain I know what he's about to say next.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little too close. Personal space, man.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Sounds like fun. Sign me up. Sorry, I want to see what my options are. No. I'm gonna go with sounds like fun, sign me up, since honestly, although we could check our other options, in a situation like this I feel like the first team you sign up with, the better, because chances are everyone else already has their teams made. So I'm gonna go with option 1. Sounds like fun, sign me up. What the hell? He seems friendly enough. Plus, I'm not exactly in a position to be picky about whose team I join. Sure, why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, brosif.
Yeah, brosif! Excitement brightens his face, and I'll admit, the feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you...
Ooh, sorry.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
I accidentally clicked my button there, so... Sorry about that, guys. Let's continue. Sho and I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
I already like where this is going. He started with girl. Sho talks the entire way to the lounge. He's constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents, so I only catch about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Sho opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Sho squeezes between the groups and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. He pauses in front of 2 girls. 2 girls, huh? One for me, one for you, right? Right? Eh, buddy? Right? Before I keep reading, we did bump into that girl earlier. I wonder if she remembers us as that jerk who bumped into her on the motorcycle. Or almost ran her over on the motorcycle. The one with the dark hair stares at her feet as soon as she notices Sho, while the one with the red hair continues chatting on her phone. Sho motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team.
Do I sense that you... Nah, he's probably just friendly.
But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
So her name's Kaori. Okay. He glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. Mayu blushes deeply.
That's not true.
It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Jeff. I smile at her and hold my hand out. She wrinkles her brow in confusion, then gingerly shakes my hand. And continues to shake it.
Sorry!
Oh, okay. She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. It might just be me, but I feel like there's something going on between Mayu and Sho. But it's too soon to tell, so I'm gonna drop it for now. Also, what is up with Sho's arm? Is his jacket ripped off or something? Do you guys see like that small seam over there? Oh well, whatever. Sho turns towards the redhead.
Hey, quit being rude!
Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I mean, will you be done soon? I'd like you to meet someone.
She frowns
I need to call you back.
and snaps her phone shut.
So, this is Cowrie.
Something about that scowl seems familiar, especially that hair. Oh no.
You!
Oh shoot. I can either apologize again, or what are the odds that we'd run into each other again? Look, I've already apologized to her plenty of times at this point. I think I'm done apologizing to her. What are the odds that we'd run into each other again? What are you what are you doing here? She crosses her arms.
This is my team.
Oh shoot.
Well, actually, this is our...
She flinches from Cowrie's piercing glare.
Your team, right. Carry on.
Poor show. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just didn't expect to see you here again. She pauses, then shrugs.
Me neither.
Show's eyes widen in surprise. Then he breaks into his usual grin and slaps me a little too forcefully, on the back.
Cowrie's actually being civil towards you? Why didn't you tell me that you two were friends?
We aren't. He ran into me this morning. Literally.
You don't have to say it like that. Show raises an eyebrow at me.
And you're still alive?
Huh?
What is that supposed to mean?
She steps towards Sho, who immediately jumps back.
Nothing. Anyway, since you two aren't friends, this is Cowrie.
I'm Jeff. Nice to meet you. Cowrie nods.
So...
What? She shrugs.
It's not like we have much choice anyway.
Sweet. You're on the team, bro.
Awesome! Thanks, I think.
So you're probably wondering why we need another member.
Actually, I hadn't, but now that he mentioned it... Yeah, kind of.
Basically, Cowrie and I were part of this super awesome team, but then they stopped being awesome, so we left.
Wow, Sho. For once you didn't ramble.
I mean, if what we had on the conversation here was any indication of him rambling, this is actually an improvement, to say the least. He feigns offense.
You wound me. All my stories are brief. Remember when I told you about my one birthday where everyone showed up wearing the same clothes as me?
Wait. So let me ask you this question, Sho. Are you telling me that you may have invited everybody to your birthday on a school day, possibly at the cafeteria, and everybody wore their school uniform, therefore they matched you? He turns to me.
Actually, it's a pretty good story. So basically, I grew up in this kind of... Mayu knows what I'm talking about.
Don't encourage him.
Mayu smiles faintly.
Anyway, the point is, we used to be on a team, but left because the team was turning into something we didn't agree with.
Except Mayu. She's a first year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got a whole bunch of invites to other teams, but decided to join us. We're pretty lucky to have her.
How come you chose this team? Mayu shifts uncomfortably under my gaze.
I trust Sho.
Well then, I was right. Possibly. I think she likes him. He's too stupid to know. And that's about the gist of it. I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't. Cowrie taps her foot impatiently.
So, now that you know all that, are you in?
They're all a little strange in their own way, but I think I can learn to get along with them. Even Cowrie. Yeah, I'm in.
Great.
Cowrie checks her phone.
I've spent too much time talking to you and I need to get home.
I wonder why she's always leaving. And why is she always on her phone? Is there something she's not telling us? With a short wave, she heads out.
We should get going too.
Yeah, probably. Mayu nods. Yeah, me too.
We'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, see you. We wave goodbye and go our separate ways. Time to make the trek all the way to the far end of the lot. I wonder why they make visitors park so far away. Wouldn't that discourage rather than encourage people to visit? Although I grumble the entire way to my bike, I eventually find it in the same parking spot I had parked it. I hop on my bike. I can't wait to feel the wind on my face. Kicking my bike into gear, I make my way home. As soon as I open the front door, I hear a clang in the kitchen. Nikki must be home. Just as I predicted, she's stirring a pot surrounded by a mess of appliances. Hey, Nikki! She glances up in surprise.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? It's right around it's right around dinner time. What are you making?
Guess.
I try to peek into the pot, but she hides it from me.
No cheating.
Wow. Okay, my nose knows. I already know what the answer is anyways. I didn't realize we were 5 years old again. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. You know what? I'm gonna go with this answer. So, choice number 4, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. BBQ sauce!
Are you kidding me right now?
Pizza!
No, you don't cook pizza in a pot.
Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki.
Again, not something you cook in a pot.
Suckling pig.
What?
Odin.
No,
Shad roe.
how do you even know what shad roe is?
Fugu. She just looks at me.
Seriously?
So that's a no?
How exactly did you get into the most prestigious pilot program in the country?
I grin at her and she grins back. I'm just glad you're the one cooking and not me. Everything you make is delicious. You really have a talent for cooking, you know?
Oh, shut up.
She tries to hold back her smile, but fails. Did you go shopping after school today? I didn't know Uncle Kaito kept all these ingredients at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
To Nikki, hearty foods are comfort foods. Does that mean you had a bad day at school? She blinks in surprise, then laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs. Did you know they have a kendo club? You definitely wouldn't find that back home.
I live in America, and I do realize that there are no kendo clubs.
I think I'm gonna try out for their dance team, though. Maybe run for student government.
Wow, it sounds like you've had a pretty productive day. She quickly checks the pasta and nods.
Definitely. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon, I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
Maybe you can start a cooking club.
Ooh, maybe.
I begin to set the table for 3 when Nikki shakes her head.
Didn't you see Uncle Kaito's text? He'll be home late tonight.
I haven't been checking my phone. Soon the table is set and both Nikki and I have a full portion of pasta in front of us.
How was your first day?
Oh, don't even get me started. My day was kind of weird. It started out horribly. I almost ran over this girl on my way to school, but being the gentleman that I am, Nikki snorts and I pointedly ignore her. I stopped to help her. I'm lucky I did that too because when I was looking for a team to join, the only one looking for members was hers.
So she let you join?
Yup.
Lucky you.
What are you trying to say, huh? That's what I said.
So it sounds like finding a team today was super important.
Oh yeah, the qualifier is on Friday.
But that's in 2 days.
I know. Everyone else knew this in advance and formed teams over the summer.
Well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, I am the transfer student. I just came in like yesterday. Yeah, but it's fine.
Sounds like you've had quite the day.
The conversation continues and eventually lulls to a natural close. Soon both of our plates are polished clean. I am so full.
Who told you to be such a pig?
Hey, when you make food that good, you can't expect me not to pig out. I help her with cleanup. I think I'm going to relax for a bit, then go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
Night. We part ways and I head into my room. It's too early to go to bed, so I'll start the process for getting a parking pass. Who knows how long it'll take before they mail me one, and I'd like to get it sooner rather than later. I log into my web link and find the documents to request the permit. It takes me longer than I expected to fill out all of the paperwork, and it leaves me exhausted. Crawling into bed, I close my eyes and soon fall asleep. The sun shines through my curtains and across my face. I keep my eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to force myself back asleep. But the more I try to return to sleep, the more awake I become. What time is it? My clock flashes 6:30. I still have another half an hour before my alarm goes off. I should get back to sleep. I curl deeper into my blankets but soon get bored. The only time I ever naturally wake up this early is when I have jet lag. But I'm not sure if this is a blessing or a curse. I guess I may as well get ready. I quickly change into my uniform and head downstairs. To an empty kitchen. It's weird being the first one up. Usually Nikki is doing her thing in the kitchen. I'll catch up on some reading while I wait for her. She should be up soon anyways. I pull up the news app on my phone. The front page doesn't have anything too interesting. Until I spot an article on Aludian Enterprises. Aludian Enterprises has officially announced their intentions to sponsor an up-and-coming team in the coming war games. The rapidly expanding R&D company is gaining a lot of attention in their field of Cenorobotics, and they're putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector Industries and Paragon Weaponry. Much of their success can be attributed to CEO Donnie Ruse, who was a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy, and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional design for gears. I don't think I've heard of these guys before. Must be a local company who hasn't quite expanded to the States yet. Sounds like they're making a name for themselves though. The time on my phone reads 6:57. I listen for any signs of life upstairs, but the house is still. I better grab something to eat before I need to go. It doesn't seem like Nikki's coming down anytime soon. My phone flashes to the next article. A headline on Dashu. Dishu. That should be good. I push the button shaped like a film projector at the bottom of the page, and the text projects onto the nearest surface. Then I place my phone and a dock on the table on the text, so the text shines on the kitchen table. I grab a couple of slices of bread and stick them into the toaster. As I wait for my toast to finish, I sit at the table and read the article. Kahanaku Dishtaru, CEO of Dashu, made an unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday for Yudai Misaki. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. The family was honored that the mighty mogul took the time to show his respects to their son, and concurrently postponed the unveiling of Dashu's new line of energy drinks. The introduction has been rescheduled to take place next week.
What are you reading?
Alright, before we go on, it's hit that point of the episode where I have to call it off now. And, it's been fun and everything, but time length wise, you want the videos to remain a specific length. Now, we're gonna stop off here and we will continue our, I believe, second day of school when we get back. So if you like the content you've been receiving and watching, please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or any things you want me to fix up on, including sound, that's definitely a valid option. Please leave a comment below. And if you just want to leave a comment for fun, do that. Remember, this is all optional stuff. Don't feel obligated to do it, but if you will, that'll help me out a lot. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.